Hey there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Pubo Rama, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how I kind of find grinding money rather useless nowadays in Grand Theft Auto Online. What exactly do I mean? Well, we can see that right now I've got about $16 million on my Broke to Billions account. And the crazy part is I haven't actually done anything apart from collect passive income and make sure that my businesses have decent popularity like the nightclub or the salvage yard. And I've been making that much money simply by being passive. And I think a lot of players don't really realize just how much money they can make with all the passive businesses without even having to lift a finger grinding. So what we're going to do right now is deliver this weed, and I think that the hands-on car wash is a great example. There's really only one thing that you have to do every like 4 to 5 hours of gameplay in GTA, and that is lower your heat level in your various businesses for the hands-on car wash. But here's the thing. My heat level right now for the Smoke on the Water property is full. But if I literally just do one weed delivery, and then we throw 3 sticky bombs on the van, it'll blow up the van, it'll say deliveries made, and then if we were to go call RAF, you'll notice that our heat level will be completely reset. And this is the easiest way to reset your heat level on this business. When it comes to the car wash itself, it's super easy. All you have to do is one car wash, which takes like 3 minutes. And then Higgins Helicopters tours takes a teeny bit longer. But even then, it's still super easy to lower the heat level. And then all I need to do is once every 48 minutes, set my spawn location to the hands-on car wash and collect my passive income. If you own a bunch of businesses in the game, the car wash safe will fill up rather quickly. It maxes out at $100,000, and I think it earns close to $30,000 every 48 minutes. But you don't have to do anything. That's the part that makes this business so nice. You literally don't have to lift a finger, apart from every couple hours, as I said, lower the heat level on your properties. And look at this, we open up the safe here. We have $100,000 in it, so I can grab that money right now. Here we are, and there's my 100 grand. And then if we take a look, we can see I'm earning $27,250 right now with my hands-on car wash. And we could be earning a little bit more if I owned the arcade, which I don't because I think the arcade is pretty useless. And it's way easier than ever to make sure that a lot of your passive businesses are fully resupplied because Rockstar has added the ability to get the terminal command center on the Terabyte. So you just go to Service Vehicles, Terabyte, and request it. If you're a beginner and you don't own the Terabyte, you need to get it. First of all, the Terabyte is the only way to upgrade the Oppressor Mark II. And obviously, as a beginner, upgrading the Oppressor Mark II, not a great investment. But the more you play the game, eventually you will have a lot of money. And at that point, you will want to get the Oppressor, so it's nice to already own the Terabyte. But it's more important to own the Terabyte and specifically the Garment Factory because of the fact you can access the Master Control Terminal, which then makes your life just so much easier to manage all the other businesses. It's why I tell players never to buy the arcade, because the arcade is useless. I know you can do the Diamond Casino heist, but unless you're actively grinding with friends and you have a lot of people to play with, then for me, as a solo player, I don't ever do the Diamond Casino heist. And it's easier for me to do the Cayo Perico heist because I'm not dependent on someone. So yes, if occasionally I do have a friend that wants to do the heist, I'll do it, but I'll just do their heist. I don't ever need to own the arcade. The passive income it earns is only $5,000 every 48 minutes, and the amount of time it would take to earn that money back you spent on the property would be more than the time it takes for GTA 6 to get released. So I don't actually recommend to buy the arcade, but the reason is mainly because the Master Control Terminal is now available on the Terabyte. So we can see here, I can access my nightclub really quickly, nightclub management, and I can swap my resident DJ back and forth for $10,000 really quickly. And doing that, it'll raise my popularity to max. So if we back off and we click back on, there you go. Nightclub popularity is max now. That's earning $50,000 every 48 minutes. Go over to my bunker, pay for supplies really quickly, $75,000, back off. And then also the motorcycle club businesses. These are a weird set of properties because I don't like grinding the motorcycle club businesses personally, but I've done the math and you can earn easily over $1 million an hour just by selling motorcycle club businesses in the background. And if you do get decent sale missions, you can actually earn quite good income pretty fast. The thing you have to be really careful about with the motorcycle club businesses is obviously getting raided. They quite commonly get raided. So personally, what I recommend to do is really quickly retire as a CEO, hop on to the screen here, and then register as a motorcycle club president. You can do this, well, it usually lets you do it by pressing Why is it not letting me? Oh, because I registered as a CO. Okay. Let's hop back on this. Register as a motorcycle club president. There you go. Now it's going to let me access the screen. We press resupply. Boom. Supplies bought $75,000. We back off that page. We go over here. Log in. Boom. Resupply. $75,000. Done. We back off that page. All my other businesses are stocked. Go to Motorcycle Club President, disband, and we can no longer be rated now. That's all you have to do to not get rated with the Motorcycle Club businesses. It takes just a few seconds, and the moment you've disbanded, you're totally fine. I mean, think of all the ways that you can earn passive income in GTA. First of all, you have the nightclub. That alone can earn around $100,000 every 48 minutes. You have $50,000 from the warehouse technicians, and then another $50,000 from the popularity. So that's over $100,000 every 48 minutes alone. Then you have the hands-on car wash, which is earning about $30,000 every 48 minutes. So that's already $130K. Then you have the motorcycle club businesses themselves, which are earning each one, because of the buffs to the counterfeit cash and weed, you're earning around $300-ish thousand every hour with the motorcycle club businesses there. So you add up that, and we're probably close to already maybe $500,000 an hour with all those businesses. That's not to mention the acid lab, the bunker, the ability to send out your warehouse technicians in the special cargo, which is around $144,000 every hour. Then you also have the hangar that you can go and send Rooster out for. You have the passive income from the agency wall safe, and the final thing is the bail office. Oh, and don't forget the salvage yard. So you had everything up I just listed there, and I legitimately think that you can be earning close to $800,000 every hour just with passive income. That's almost the same amount of money you'll be earning doing the Dr. Dre VIP contract. And you don't have to lift a finger for this. All you have to do is set your spawn location to the garment factory at the beginning of the day. Make sure that you pay the businesses like the motorcycle club, bunker, and all those properties their resupply costs. And make sure that your popularity is maxed on the nightclub, which takes just a few seconds. Make sure that your acid lab daily boost is being used, which takes just a few seconds as well. You know, all you have to do is these very, very short, simple things to get that passive income. And then you don't have to touch them for the next few hours. And that is so incredibly easy and brain dead to do. It's why a lot of the time when I play GTA, especially when I live stream, I'm really not grinding too much and I'm more interacting with chat and chilling because I don't need to grind. Especially when you're forgetting as well that you can leave your game on AFK overnight with the simplest method using the taxi and the Sparrow, and voila, now you've earned like another $2 million just leaving your game on AFK. I also should mention that I didn't even talk about the fact you can sell half of these businesses in public lobbies earning 50% more cash. The Acid Lab is one of the easiest businesses to sell public. It's a single vehicle sale mission, and you're guaranteed 50% extra cash basically whenever you do an Acid Lab sale mission. It's also not mentioning the fact that you can sell public lobby with the bunker pretty easily, with the nightclub, because it's a guaranteed single vehicle sale mission, and same for the hangar. So you can actually probably be earning, if you're also selling public, which I'd highly recommend to experiment with, over $1 million an hour just with passive income. That is insane when you actually think about it. Now, yes, there is an amount of time needed to do the sale missions themselves, but the fact that you can just earn this much money by a couple sale missions once every few hours, and then you can chill with friends for the rest, it really shows that you don't need to really grind that much. Every now and then you can do a Cayo Perico heist, but you don't need to spam the game like crazy and ruin your enjoyment by doing the same heist or missions over and over and over. And while I have shown many methods and strategies on this channel on how to take advantage of the Cayo Perico heist and do the back-to-back methods, at the end of the day, I'd only do that if you're a beginner and you're trying to accumulate wealth pretty fast so you can get your hands on a lot of different properties. If you're an experienced player and you already own a lot of vehicles and you already have a lot of wealth, why continue grinding and working your butt off like a slave when you can play with friends, have some fun, chill, and maybe do some basic missions or game modes? That's really the simplest way that I think the game should be played. So you guys can let me know in the comments what you think. If you agree, if you disagree, or whatever it is. But hopefully, at the end of the day, you enjoyed today's video. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, please consider smashing that subscribe button. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.